Okay, you guys. So he said, now I'm back for a little Photoshop tutorial. You guys, we're going to be doing scaling, which is next on our list of redoing projects. So this is a little composite, asymmetrical composite mirror going on. And don't worry about this. We're not making this. This is my own thing I made. And remember the found object thing we made? Well, I decided to kind of remake it based on the same steps, and I got something like this. Now, obviously, my first video wasn't this, but it was very similar to this. Okay, I don't have the original thing anymore. I decided to completely remake it in the exact same steps. So it may seem a little bit different, but 100% I made it the exact same way. Okay, maybe a few things I made smaller, bigger. Something was here, that thing was there. Maybe I did something a little different, but in the end, we would have gotten something like this. Now, wondering, so have we done a scale thing before? I think we have. Everything that I'm doing, I've already done before, okay? Or I should have done them before, okay? If not, well then, and then there's that. So, after this, we're pretty much, we have 6 more projects to go, and then we're done with Photoshop. Alright, so yeah. Um, Spider-Man, I'm pretty much done, you guys. 10 videos is a lot. I won't play Spider-Man in a while now, because I'm just taking a break from that now, okay? So yeah. So if you go to my playlists on YouTube, so I'm going there on my phone really quickly, and if you go to Photoshop, where is Photoshop? There it is. Using Photoshop. I have 20 videos in there so far, so this is the 21st, then I guess. And if you go to, so if you go to, here we go, um, the start of scaling images part 1, where I showed you guys the scaling. I don't know why is that video so long, 45 minutes long. God, that video was a big waste of time. Oh, okay, no, start of scaling part 1 was a huge waste of time. And then I showed you guys I was remaking it all. And then I made another useless video with the next step. But then the final step was just better, but I didn't really explain anything. Right. And then when we were gonna do our levitation project, I showed you guys the next one, alright? Alright, with getting into levitation. So there we were gonna do a small one, okay? A small scaled kind of version project, okay? And then we did so I did a David Hockney panorama, a seamless panorama, and then we did face up. I just didn't make a video face up. So this is next on our list. Okay, after scale, I'll see what comes next. Just make sure we get the scale. Show me the scale thing by Friday, okay? I know it's 10:31 p.m. It's Wednesday night. It's late, but let's get started. So, I have the pictures on my phone. I need to go ahead and share them to me. So let me go ahead and just email them to myself. Alright, really quickly. So Sammy obviously took pictures for me because I'm like, you know, just take my pictures. Okay. So we're going to do a small scaling. In the small scaling, we are going to remove our background. Alright. Now removing background isn't always the best way to do something. But either way, you can make your image transparent in Photoshop. If you go to YouTube and search how to make um, your image transparent in Photoshop. But if we do that, it'll just take a while, okay? So it's best if our images are already transparent, and then it's just a matter of dragging and dropping and seeing what works and all that kind of stuff, you know? So yeah. So remove.bg, that's the thing I use, isn't always perfect, alright? Sometimes there are problems with it, you know? It may or may not capture the object. Like when I was doing levitation, you know, I was learning to move BG and I'm like, I want this, but I don't want that. And I was being very small with what I wanted. That's a big waste of time. Now, honestly, that I've done them before, I know how to do them better. Alright, so I'm coming back with a better chance of making things easier for all of us. All of us, okay? Here's a chance to something I've done that I'm worried about, but once I revisit something that I'm not really that good at, that's when I start to get a little worried. Anyway, let me just quickly turn off my display capture while I go and get my pictures in, okay? So, let me just open up Google Chrome. Okay. So it is late, you guys, for me, and for you guys maybe as well. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this. If it's Wednesday or not. This was recorded on Wednesday, alright. Very late though. Anyway, let's go ahead. I'm glad that my webcam's already there, because I was gonna do Photoshop video anyway, so it's fine. Alright. So let's see. Picture number 1. So what am I basically doing? I should probably explain what I'm doing up here with your whole picture thing. So you guys choose. Do you want to do a big scale or small scale? I remember I showed you one with the Jupiter and Saturn thing, and the second one I showed you with the calculator and you pressing on the 3 button. I showed you guys 2 examples, okay? And those are really interesting examples. I want you guys to be creative. Choose your own example. Do you want to do big scale or small scale? I'm going to do small scale since I've kind of showed how to do a big scale. I've done a small scale, but I didn't really show you how. It's pretty much the same concept. Instead of making it big, you just make it small. And I know I haven't made a scale bit in a while, but they're fun. I think I should still know, okay? I don't think I need to go and rewatch that videos like I did for the other ones. As long as I know what to do, but yeah. So, as far as what I know, it should be the same thing is, oh wait. So let me just go ahead and go to remove.bg, alright? It's this, and I guess I can turn my display capture on really quickly. So I'm going to go to the website. Alright, there we go. So if you go to remove.bg, it's this website right over here. It's a really cool website where you can like remove your background for free. I like this website. So you'll open up and then okay, and then just go over to Quick Access, you go to downloads, and there are 2 pictures on here. Obviously, it's a more so one at a time kind of thing. So there's me, and I'm gonna be looking up for a reason, okay? And then it removes your background, okay? And then yeah. So there's that. So download that, okay? And then go ahead and upload your other image. So I'm going to go to upload image, downloads. So we did what? 2582 or 28522851 then. This is the other one. So what I'm going to basically do is I'm going to put myself in that small little container kind of thing. I'm going to kind of be looking up like this. So as you can see, these pictures were taken the same because I'm wearing the same stuff. Okay, so I just took out pictures and then I came here. Okay. So obviously when I removed it, it does a good job. See, if you're a person moves stuff around you, it'll instantly remove it. But if you have one object and just focus on that, then it's easier, okay? Then it identifies it as okay, then you just want this one particular object, okay? It removes everything else. So try to have your object in maybe a smaller background. Try to keep it in a place where there's not too much stuff. Make sure the lighting is consistent basically, and you should be fine, okay? So yeah. Alright, so I've downloaded my 2 images. So let's go ahead over to Photoshop, okay? Now do a file new, okay? And then do an 8x10, 400 ppi, and then do last name underscore project title. So here we're doing, just call it scale. I'm not going to be too picky on what you want to call it. Last name underscore scale is always going to be fine with me, you guys, okay? As long as it, like, basically is correct, I have no problems with what we need to be doing anyway, okay? Okay, so tomorrow's Thursday. Okay. I was just checking up something, I got a little notification. Anyway, back to this. So, when we're doing this, okay, that should be good. RGB, scale, alright. So, yeah. And then, sounds good to me, you guys. Alright. And then in doing the scale project, I showed you guys that lead do PowerPoint in the scale thing, and then there were images for the scale project, okay, that were there, okay. And then there will be an evaluation for this kind of project, alright. But the evaluation is super duper simple, okay. Anyway, let's get started. Just click create, okay. Anyway, now just do file, open, okay, and when you're in file open, And then go to downloads. So now choose your two images that you need, open them up, okay? So here's you, so Control A, Control C, and then Control V. There's you. And then my container, Control A, Control C, Control V. Now I need the container to be on top of me, and I need it to be, or no, I need me to be on top of the container, okay? Layer 1 needs to be on top of layer 2. Then I'm going to make this thing big, and then this thing needs to kind of stick out. So just grab the container, and then try to make it appear bigger. You may have to distort it, I believe, if it's not looking good, or good enough, that is, really. Now, we're going to try to fill as much of the screen as we can, but right now it looks a little bit weird, obviously, because I'm in the transformation thing, and here it just goes by like pixels and all that kind of stuff, you know, really. And so, yeah. So, after we apply that transformation, we get this. Okay, we get this. And it's not the best thing, but it's not the worst thing. And I just kind of try to even out the edges, you know, really. Try to even out the edges as much as you can. You know, you may have to get it out a little too much, like, I guess, like, but ease through it, though, okay? Ease through it. Take your time, okay, guys? Take your time. And then it's gonna do this little transformation thing. Yeah. Anyway, so then just take yourself, and, there is this thing I showed you guys with an edit content aware scale, where you can make yourself appear bigger, or a little bigger, at least that is. Alright, if you need to. That just looks weird. It made my neck look like it was stretched out. And content aware scale. Actually, no, I'm good. Nope, that's good. So I guess you can call layer 1. Call layer 1 me, and then call layer 2 container. And then what I will do is I will distort it a little bit. Just a little bit, not too much. Easy it out. Alright. Alright. Just like that, okay? Not distorting it too much either, okay? Just a little bit to kind of, you know, get the sides evened out and all that kind of stuff. And then, of course, I will make myself at least a little bigger. Don't worry, I will distort myself soon, okay? I will distort myself. Come on, myself. Myself. Me. Me. Come on, me. Okay. I totally wanted myself to be kind of stretched up. Alright, but you can't see the top. This is the top of the container, okay? So we're gonna have to do something about that, okay? So just Control T while you're doing that, and then distort it. Then kind of drag yourself down a little bit, because you're just a layer right now. So we don't want you to be acting a little too much. But then again, there's no need to completely flatten yourself apart. Just enough to kind of convey the message that you're not just a piece of paper, you are a real 3D thing. Alright. Ah, not that. It was glued to me. And it's glued to me again. Nope. Go gentle with the cursors, you guys. If you don't, they'll make your life miserable. Well, at least that's how it is for me. Anyway, and there we go. There we have it. That's pretty much all I've got for you guys, okay? So now just do file, save as, okay? Again, this video doesn't need to be long. So I prefer you guys save to cloud documents. So saving to cloud documents is this new thing Photoshop does. It's a new option, and what saving to cloud documents basically is that it provides you this option where, let's say in case you save something, some file, it's not gone, you lost it, it's not there. Adobe Creative Cloud will save it for you. Okay, it'll be saved on the cloud. Okay, and so you can always access it again. You can open it again. It'll be there. Okay, I recommend you guys save it here just in case you lose it. Okay, and you can lose it. All right. So even if you think you won't lose it, you might. You just might. Alright, so I'm not trying to make you guys worry, but this is always a safer option, and saving in more than one place is always good, especially with Photoshop documents, which can tend to get lost around here and there. So yeah, it's always a good thing to save the cloud documents, and it's very simple. You just save it, and then boom, it's done. And then it's showing that little save thing going down at the bottom, and then yeah, it's saved. Alright, well, it's only 98% done, but you get the idea. Eventually it'll get to 100%. Or 99, and then eventually it'll get to 100, so yeah. So go ahead and do that, alright, and it's just a good idea, you know. And this shouldn't be hard to do. We've done scale before. I think scale is super easy. Shouldn't take much of your time. And okay, my webcam was just kind of lagging a little bit, or not my webcam. Well, it was my webcam, but no, probably other reasons why that happened. Then I recommend you save it as well on your computer. So if you go to save on your computer, find somewhere, some document, some folder, some place to save your thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through guys. If you go to documents, right click and then do new right over here and then go to folder. I know it's a little bright, I know it's hard to read, but now you may not have a Windows PC, but if you do, then this is what you'll do. And then hey, 2020 to 2021 folder. You just make that folder and open it up. Open up that folder, a brand new folder you just made it. If you don't have a folder like this, or you want to call it your Photoshop folder, whatever. I just have to save mine by the years or the school years, whatever years you want, and then click OK to maximize compatibility, I guess. You can also save it on the flash drive just in case you're on the go when you're not necessarily staying on the same device. However, I still think Adobe Creative Cloud should save for you if you're on another device, but also save it on the flash drive and then just take the flash drive with you. So it's more of this on-the-go kind of compatible device. Now, I can't plug in the flash drive because all my ports are being used. Like literally, one is for my webcam, one is for my microphone, one is for my power for the desktop, one is for my mouse, one is for my keyboard. I've used all of them, right? Like, all of them are always being used, and obviously I have an Ethernet cord. It's with Team Ethernet. So right now, all of my cords are being used, and then also my HDMI port because I'm using two monitors. So currently, I'm using all my ports. I always use all my ports. If one port's not being used for one thing, then it's being used for something else. Alright, it's always that last port. So if I'm not recording, then I keep my flash drive in. If I'm recording, I'll put my webcam in. If I don't need to use my webcam or flash drive, then I might put my calculator charger in. You know, so it always depends. Alright, what I need. So it's always that last one. But I need a webcam since I'm recording. So yeah, I don't need it, but it's nice. I like a nice little 1080p kind of webcam. Anyway, enough about me. How are you guys doing? Okay, good. Honestly, I did this very fast, and this video's been going on for a while. I'll allow 20 minutes, because 20 minutes is enough time to talk, even though we're pretty much. And you guys can go if you want to, okay? If you want to leave, you can, but just. So here's what you guys need to know, okay? We got 6 more projects left, and I want to get those projects to you as you can. You know what? I'll tell them to you right now, okay? If you're so anxious and like, okay, so well, what's left, okay? If you've been following my course since the beginning, you'll have 6 more projects until we're done, okay? So we're gonna do a human augmentation add. I showed it to you guys. You add the body parts, so like maybe add some part to you, and then subtract where you remove the body parts. You remove maybe your arms, your legs, you remove something. Levitation, you make yourself float, okay? You make yourself float, okay? I showed you guys the levitation before. It was super annoying. We're gonna do that again. Alright. And then coming to life, I remember if you guys have seen it, there was one time that I made like the kind of bird thing with the flapping wings, and I think that was coming to life. Or no, that was coming to life. The coming to life was the cup one. I don't know if I showed it to you guys. I made this cup project where it kind of tilted and fell over. I have another project in mind for us instead of that, but it's still gonna look pretty cool, okay? And then the self-portrait was the board one with the flapping. That was self-portrait. And then the last one is your choice. That's right, you do the choosing. Honestly, I'd say coming to life, self-portrait, and your choice are probably the three most creative ones. So now we have human augmentation, add, subtract, limitation. That after this is the last one where you have to like follow rule by rule. But after that, no one's gonna tell you what to do. Okay, you're unstoppable, basically. Okay. So yeah, just three more projects, six more projects left until we're done. Those are the six. All right. So yeah. All right. Um. So what is the evaluation? The evaluation is basically did you revisit or did you alter it? All right. So if you did, you did. If you didn't, well then you didn't. All right. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.